Yeah.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
I got post notifications on.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is. Signal for and take it.
Wasif.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Zebra.
On first down, Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, that's a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brooks Reed in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Manning throwing on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On play action, now Madden. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Derek Shelby in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 56 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York Giants, Charles, you saw their game last week against Washington. Another loss. They're now 1-7, so 5 straight defeats. Gosh, 4-20 since the start of last year and 1-17 against the NFC. That tells the story.
Yeah, 0-4 at home for the 2nd straight year. You know, last season they started the year 1-8 and finished 3-13. Now they go into their open week before a matchup with San Francisco. In San Francisco, could this be the game that determines the #1 pick in next year's NFL draft?
Yeah, I didn't see that coming at the beginning of the season. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Zebra. Gun.
Throwing on 1st down is Madden. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Madden. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
To throw is Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Edwards in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try and run. Freeman. And for the 3rd straight play, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Zebra.
Manning now on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 91 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But
they've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they kick.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Well, Charles, hard to believe. We're already at the halfway point of the season, less than 100 days now until Super Bowl 53. And right now, Chiefs-Rams, they appear to be so good. But give me one other contender in each conference that could press them.
Well, let's start in the AFC. If you're going to give me a strong contender or have me pick a strong contender, you never take New England out of it. And don't forget, New England has the victory over Kansas City, albeit at home in New England. But still, Tom Brady and the Patriots, never count them out. If you want to pick a dark horse team out of the AFC, how about the Los Angeles Chargers? Philip Rivers and crew throwing it around. They'll get Joey Bosa back a little bit later in the season to help provide better pass rush. If that happens, they can compete with anyone. If I flip over to the NFC side, New Orleans right now looks a very strong contender, playing very well on defense, and Drew Brees is flinging it like crazy, and Alvin Kamara is running it and catching it. But how about this for a dark horse? The Seattle Seahawks. They're back to playing Seahawks football, running the heck out of it on offense. Russell Wilson now guiding your football team, and a young, hungry team wanting to establish their own bona fide.
And on a little two-game winning streak now at 4-3. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, and this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Manning and the Giants come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw, it's Manning finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Regular.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Hey, gun. Four down. What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Zebra. What?
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On second down, here's Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, gun. Zebra.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And that is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Come the Giants. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But, hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
And this is, oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will take it on in. Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Lindsey, the undrafted free agent, had a great college career at Colorado, but what he did to start this season and the way he came out of the gate, really impressive.
And sometimes guys just fit NFL teams where maybe you didn't see it coming. Because Phil Lindsey, as you mentioned, had an excellent
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Okafor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. Hard throw, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brees. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Brees now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Brees will try again on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready? You ready? 95, 56. Here we go. Ready, what's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You ready?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brees. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. For granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Earlier in the broadcast, Charles, we mentioned the win for New Orleans last week over the Vikings. Now 6 straight wins for New Orleans. Are they a true contender against the Rams vying for the NFC crown?
They certainly are because they can run the heck out of the football with Kamara and with Ingram. I think their offensive line continues to get better and better, a nice mix of veterans and youth. The defensive front plays the run as well as anyone in the league, and the secondary continues to patrol when the ball's in the air. So I think that they are a team that matches up very well stylistically with the Rams and also mentally. They believe that they're as good as they are, and they want to go ahead and prove it.
Well, we're going to find out this week because these two teams, the Rams and New Orleans, they go head-to-head Week 9. Breeze now on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. Shedding the tackle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Breeze to throw on second down. And now Breeze lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum escaping the pressure right. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
53.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. Man time. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis. And then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting to Adrian Peterson.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Tyrone Crawford getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Smith. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his first look is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check it back, check it back. Here we go, 47. 53, check 53. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A curious decision to go. For it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go, 480. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Here you go. Here you go. Go, get out there. 26.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ryan Kerrigan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Drops it underneath to Elliott. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Being chased out left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Washington's offense set to take over again here. You saw them last week against the New York Giants, 20-13. The Redskins wanted to get to 5-2. And, Charles, that's their best start in a decade since 2008.
And they're doing it a little bit differently than anyone would have expected because from the time they signed Adrian Peterson, they became a true run-first team. And he looks like the 2008 version of himself. Had 149 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 64-yard sprint for one of those TDs. His 15th career touchdown to 50-plus yards. That ties Barry Sanders for the most all-time among running backs. He really looks great.
And if you look at the Redskins' remaining schedule, it's the easiest in terms of winning percentage. So things looking bright in D.C.
The only team on their schedule that leads their division right now, and it has a winning record, the Houston Texans.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. On first down, it's Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
52. 35.
Throwing again is Smith. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. 15. Let's go. Let's go. 15. 15. I'm done.
From the gun, here's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And some space here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go, 46. Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
5.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Time for a break. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Prescott now on second down. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They go play action here on first down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Double.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Smith now to throw. On the move, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now, CD, well, we have a second. We need to give a congratulations to Adam Vinatieri. Earlier in the year, set the all-time mark for field goals, but now he's the league's all-time leading scorer. He passed Hall of Famer Morton Anderson.
How about that? And that was a record that Adam Vinatieri himself said, I didn't expect anyone to ever approach that record, let alone myself. And going into the game in Oakland, a lot of family and friends wanted to buy airline tickets, get out there and be there to celebrate. He had a groin injury, and he said, hey, you might want to hold off on that. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to play. But play he did, and he set the record. He makes a strong case to be a first-ballot Hall of Fame guy when his time comes up.
That's something as a kicker. 2,547 career points.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Second down, Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Prescott off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Go to 54. Why? Gun. Switch.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Elliott. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little.
Wow, nobody has chatted besides me, so sad.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers.
I know.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of
How
the 30.
How come you didn't join my party yesterday?
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down.
In just messing you okay.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Rivers. Now he's going to let it go deep, right side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. 20. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Rivers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ready?
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Ready? 380. Fight. Hurry up.
On 3rd down, Rivers steps away to his left. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope.
What game
The
he
good
was
things
on.
are in store here today for him.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Madden 1-8.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Ryan. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Still, it's a foot race. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 95 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
Wow,
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative. But
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green, 70 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Gun.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Coleman now. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tack McKinley in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go. Zero. Through.
3rd and long for Rivers. Escaping the pressure right.
In big hay.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of...
And he is into the end zone for a foul. And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Down. Flag 22. Flag 22.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And incomplete to open things up.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they are going to set up At the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Manning to Barkley on the check down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Possession of the ball going back over to Houston, and this is a Texans team that, remember, they started 0-3, but they've won 5 in a row. They looked so good dismantling Miami last Thursday. So, I mean, what's the ceiling for this team at this point?
Playoffs. It's got to be playoff.
They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Buying time to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to throw, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
I think someone's going to give him the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 44 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Manning will try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
On first and 10, here's Manning. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. CD, allow me to switch topics here for a second.
By all means.
Thank you. Thank you. The Saints have won 6 in a row, and they've been a team that we've talked about a lot in recent weeks. This coming week, though, they play the undefeated Rams. That is going to be a blockbuster matchup.
Man, they get them at home.
And this throw will be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a first down throw, Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
To throw is Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. QT, Charles, he didn't make his debut this year until week 4. Busted out with 11 catches in that win over Indianapolis. And now you got Will Fuller done for the year with a knee injury. He's a big part of this offense.
He certainly is, because he's quickly going to have to become one of those go-to guys for Deshaun Watson, and a guy that he can get the ball to pretty fast, because Will Fuller provided a lot of speed and flash. It could work inside and outside. QT's going to work out of the slot mainly. Get it to him and let him go.
Now he's going to send this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big-time play there for the Texans. 44 yards. Again, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. But just taking a glance real quick at next week's games in the NFL, the Chiefs at Browns, that's kind of intriguing. Obviously, the Browns are struggling, Charles, but Mayfield and Mahomes, that's going to be a fun quarterback battle.
It's going to be.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Manning, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But with that incompletion, I want to take a look ahead to Sunday night, Charles. Packers-Patriots, only going to be the second all-time meeting between Brady and Rodgers.
Yeah, they met in Lambeau in 2014. Aaron Rodgers' Packers team won the game, I believe, was it 26-21. And head-to-head, Tom Brady had a nice night, 245 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Aaron Rodgers, 3-6.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Back to the air, Watson on second down. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdowns. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Manning to throw on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And Rosas puts this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Probably later.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way. 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
All right.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Zebra. Hey, gun.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
On first down, Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
Zebra.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Looking for Shepard deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Play action. Manning forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Target.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In his own end zone, it's Manning. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Gun.
Shotgun now for Manning. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Choose the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Zebra.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ear.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he pulls over it. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Zebra.
Working from the gun, Manning. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Mike Daniels in there to get him for a loss of 5. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Pushing through the contact. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Earlier, Charles, we talked about Patrick Mahomes and the great start that he's had, 26 touchdown passes through his first 8 games. But with that win last week over Denver, Kansas City has won 7 straight times in that series. That's impressive.
It really is because when you think about how strong Denver has been on defense over time, you don't expect anyone to put that kind of a streak on them. They're now 7-1, their best start since 2013. And how about how the schedule opens up for them? At Cleveland, home for Arizona before the big one, the week before Thanksgiving, the Los Angeles Rams in Mexico City.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They're going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, for the Green Bay Packers this year, Charles, it's been feast at home. They haven't lost at home, but they haven't won on the road. And this past week, they lost at L.A. Now, look, the Rams are really good. We understand that. But it was the first time that Aaron Rodgers had lost to the Rams. Previously, he was 4-0 against them.
And they could have really used that victory in such a big way because they're 500 right now, 3-3-1.
But looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Nice catch.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
That's fine. Yeah. Hoka over here.
I good.
Green 18.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Looking for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Z.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, 32 yards. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Black 58 round. Go.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And got his man complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Geronimo Allison as the first half is winding down. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
My day going deep.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure
How come you
right.
don't
Now
have
he'll
a
let it
mic?
go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 72 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. On first down, Mahomes dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep lefts. That's caught at the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On play action, Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. We are going.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Finds his target, Montgomery. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
We're back now in KC. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. That burst, good for 20 and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things... And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of
what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
319!
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third down, they go Montgomery. Montgomery, a first down and then some. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, an 18-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A toss play to Hunt. Able to get away.
That's how you keep the legs churning.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll toss it to Hunt. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Clay Matthews in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom.
Rodgers throwing here. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That's caught inside the 20. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping.
GG. You on Fortnite? Yeah. Why? Okay, I am getting on in about 4-5 min. I'd. Or 1 hour. I'll let you know.